Hey guys, welcome to Don't Mind the Noise. We're second year Canadore social service worker students, and we put this project on for an event, sorry. I'm a little nervous, as you can tell. My name's Tristan, this is Catalan, this is Caitlin, this is Stefan, and we also have Eugene at the back there.
So this evening they have lots of live entertainment as well as resources spread all around the gallery for you guys. We believe that the fight against mental health is a citywide effort. So we're really happy that you guys as a community came to join us for this.
Just out from the province-wide college strike here in Ontario, second-year Canadore social service worker students held an incredible event to promote mental health awareness at the Whitewater Gallery in North Bay.
She took down the photographs of our wedding day, ripped them down the middle, and threw my hair away, and I got no one to blame but me.
The event was called Don't Mind the Noise, and it seemed that no one did at all. It was well put together and sponsored by a great many local businesses. Upon entering the event, you were greeted by at least one of the SSW students, along with a designated place for donations and 2 gigantic binders in which were compiled all the local resources that students could find to be made available for those in the public in need of help in one way or another. They were just the local resources, and the size of these binders were indeed daunting. The only conceivable issue I could think of here is the stress one might impose on their brain while searching the gigantic sea of knowledge for the particular resource they need. Of course, given the positive ambience of the event and the help from the students, one could hope that the resources would simply serve as a future reference and not imminent need. As far as I could see, all was more than well.
And it was written with a best friend in mind. It could be like if your best friend's name is Beth, then I guess that works. But yeah, this song is for your best friend. Keep them in mind when you listen to these words. The city lights stealing high, the illumination from our skyline. Let's steal it back, every star intact. We'll trace the escape. We paddle the line, 'cause we're both in this together. For now, here and forever, until the moon breaks its last quarter. Grab a hold of my hand, squeeze it tightly, my friend. The sky has no boundaries, no borders. From left to right, the coast is clear. Onward to anywhere but here. As your partner, have nothing to fear. We are the boundless rocketeer.
Music throughout the night, while at times a little depressing, was still inspiring and not without meaning. At least one of the musicians made sure to choose only songs from artists who had dealt with some form of mental health issues, some of whom were unable to deal with them. Regardless, the music ranged from 90s grunge to knee-slapping country, and from heartfelt Canadiana to hard-rocking punk. There were certainly no dull moments, to be sure.
There you shave your anxiety, up heights while staring from beneath. Best way to overcome fears is to the dark and dance with them. We're both in this together, both now, here and forever, until the moon breaks its last quarter. Grab a hold of my hand, squeeze tight, my friend.
too much on like efforts like the Band-Aid approach. You know what I mean? Like they need to build more like inclusive communities.
As heartfelt and purposeful as the music were the speeches. Desires to shake up the town of North Bay and make acceptable and appreciated the gravity of mental illness was a significant topic of conversation, and indeed a serious one at that.
So part of why our fix has grown, we're growing steadily and slowly and very organically, is because Amanda is a riot.
Well, and I think on a grand scale, like, you know, most people would say manic, but Serena's like, see it now, because I want to shake this town up. It's ridiculous. I don't care. It's about time, and I don't care if it's my name or whatever, and I embarrass people from that. I'm not ashamed. I'm tired of walking around and saying, I'm ashamed to have a mental illness. I'm this or that. Like, you know, it's bullshit, basically. I don't want to, I'm more than an illness, and other people cannot live in this community. Like, when I went, like, for example, the hospital, the ER, like, all these places are horrible, horrible places for people with mental health issues, and there's, like, a real need for consumer-run initiatives to take social action, because this program can be like seen as tackling mental health and addiction issues on multiple levels. Like at the micro level, it can help like with reduce social isolation and promote social inclusion.
Hey, my name is Nick, and on the count of 3, yell out your name because I have to meet you two. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. Got it. Easy. Simple.
The hashtag Hope movement, a seemingly grassroots movement working to instill in people the strength and courage to help themselves and others through not only times of crisis, but also the hard times to come after such crises have been dealt with, was a particularly interesting and incredibly informative organization to have heard from. Knowing that there are such communities based on the confronting, accepting, and living with mental health issues is a wonderful thing to know. We are none of us alone. And though it may not seem like it in those moments of complete depression and desperation, there is always hope.
So we're the Jaeger Moms. Hey! Hey guys, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It was a beautiful night, beautiful everything. Everything is awesome.
I must say that I was pleasantly and surprisingly impressed by the night out. I've been aware of North Bay's struggle with mental health for some time, but I was certainly ignorant of the incredible community outreach from not just the college students involving themselves in their community, but also the wonderfully artistic outreach provided by some in the area, giving a new and inspiring outlet for those who might be dissuaded from self-harm or indeed the harming of others.
And as I know, his teeth is white as snow. What a gas it was to see him walk around every day into a pretty place. With her lips she says, "Pow, pow, pow, let's have fun. Hey, pow, 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 let's have fun. Hey, pow, 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 let's have fun."
Anthony Leclerc, Swept Media.